Taylor Swift didn't announce anything. She didn't post a cryptic caption or drop a midnight surprise. There was no statement, no interview, no carefully worded press release. And yet, somehow, the internet knew something had shifted. It started quietly, almost invisibly, a subtle change noticed by the most dedicated fans, the kind who track details the way astronomers map stars. One moment everything seemed normal, and the next, Swifties were whispering in comment sections, sharing screenshots, and asking the same question. Was this intentional? With Taylor Swift, silence has never been empty. For years, fans have learned that when Taylor goes quiet, it usually means she's speaking the loudest. Her career has been built not just on songs, but on moments, the pauses between eras, the spaces where speculation grows, the calm before something unforgettable arrives. So when her latest move involved doing less instead of more, it felt meaningful in a way only she can manage. The change itself was small. Blink and you'd miss it. No dramatic announcement, no flashy rollout, just a quiet adjustment that altered the tone of her public presence, and almost immediately fans began connecting dots. Some saw it as closure, others saw it as preparation. Social media lit up with theories. One post read, "She's done explaining herself." Another said, "This feels like a reset. Something big is coming." TikTok creators slowed clips down, zoomed in on old interviews, and layered soft piano music over speculative monologues. Reddit threads stretched on for hundreds of comments, dissecting every possible meaning. What made this moment different wasn't just what Taylor did, but how she did it. In an industry that rewards constant visibility, Taylor chose restraint. At a time when celebrities often respond instantly to rumors, narratives, and noise, she stepped back. No corrections, no clarifications, just silence. And that silence felt deliberate. Fans began revisiting her lyrics, pulling lines from past albums that suddenly felt prophetic. "I prefer hiding in plain sight. The loudest woman this town has ever seen. You don't have to answer just 'cause they asked you." Songs written years ago were suddenly reframed, as if this moment had been quietly waiting for its turn. For some, the move felt empowering, a sign of confidence, a reminder that Taylor no longer needs to prove anything, to critics, to charts, or even to her own audience. She's already rewritten the rules. Now she gets to decide when and if she speaks. Others saw vulnerability in the silence. Maybe it was about protecting something personal. Maybe it was about reclaiming peace after years of scrutiny. Or maybe, just maybe, it was about letting the art speak without distraction. That's the thing about Taylor Swift. She's taught her fans how to read between the lines, and then she leaves just enough space for them to do it. Industry insiders weighed in carefully, noting that strategic quiet moments often signal transitions, new creative chapters, shifts in direction, reclaimed ownership, not just of music, but of narrative. And Taylor, more than anyone, understands the power of timing. This wasn't disappearance, it was presence without performance. What struck fans most was how unified the reaction became. Instead of panic or frustration, there was patience, respect, even pride, as if everyone collectively agreed, "We'll wait, she's earned that." In a way, the silence became a mirror. Fans projected their own hopes onto it. New music, a new era, a personal milestone, or simply rest. And Taylor didn't correct them. She let the moment exist. That restraint feels especially powerful now in a culture addicted to constant updates. Taylor's move reminded everyone that you don't always have to respond. Sometimes choosing not to speak is the statement. And maybe that's why it resonated so deeply. Because behind the theories and excitement, there's a quieter truth fans seem to understand. Taylor Swift is in control, not just of her career, but of her pace, her boundaries, and her story. Whatever comes next, an album, a tour shift, a creative reinvention, it will arrive on her terms. And until then, the silence itself is part of the message. As one fan perfectly summed it up, when Taylor goes quiet, it's not the end of the conversation, it's the pause before the chorus.